of them on goal, but Villarreal lead 3-0, and that's the only stat they'll care about as we enter our second 20-minute half here before target score time from Field 5 in Cary, North Carolina at WakeMed Soccer Park, the opening game of Group G action for these two teams, a group that holds West Ham United and Brown Ballers FC, and both these teams want to get off to a good start in this competition. 10-15 did everything right except the finish in that opening 20 minutes, and they were made to pay. Grinnell with the opening goal, Anyo with the second, and Fuster with the third for the Yellow Submarine as they lead 3-0. But, of course, time never runs out on you here at TST. One of these teams has to score a walk-off goal as a winner. After these 20 minutes, we'll set the target score time. Target score, as they battle through here. A chance coming. And we've got a free kick on the edge of the box. A big call from the referee as we were right on the verge of a potential penalty kick. Corey Cantor, who started the game, had a big look in the opening minute that he couldn't put in. Playing as that sort of target, hold up forward on the top of the box. Draws the foul and a free kick coming now. You see the conversation between Thierry Asamoah, who scored last year in this tournament, a Tyler College grad, one of the best JUCO programs in the country, talking to Dayerson, the UPSL Venezuelan attacker who's over this one. Dayerson with the strike, and it's always rising. On a mini goal with a goalkeeper like Asenjo, you have to do something special from a free kick like that. Dayerson not able to get over that one, and now Villarreal can restart the attack. Matteo Musacchio, the Argentine international center back, leading things from the back for this Villarreal squad. Long ball headed down. That one will roll out. For 10-15, they don't really want to change much from the first half. They just want to find the finishes. They looked very cohesive offensively. A good understanding of their off-ball runs, where they're going, where they're coming from. They cut the ball back against the grain 2 or 3 times to open attackers on the far post. As now another free kick right on the top of the box. And we'll see if the referee starts to get a little bit card happy here in this second half if the physicality remains at such a high level. This foul will go against the goal scorer, number 44, Sergio Anyo. He scored the second goal in. So last time it was Dayerson. This time it's Cantor and Ocampo standing over this one. Cantor strikes it. It's on the ground. Saved away. And now Villarreal looking to counter. Contact, no call made. And 10-15 are able to recycle possession. Dayerson with the big switch. Perfectly hit. Cantor brings it down and not able to keep his touch clean. You see, though, the craft, guile, and quality on the ball. Asenjo restarts the play. This one laid off. Musacchio, a mountain of a center back. Played over 240 times for Villarreal before finishing his career in Italy with Milan and Lazio. Came out of the River Plate Academy, part of one of the greatest classes in River Plate history. Ended up appearing for the Argentine national team alongside some of the greats like Mascherano and Messi. As the physicality ramps up here, both these teams know what's at stake in this opening game. First game of the group stage sets the tone. Top 2 teams in the 12 groups will make it through to the next round. This is a doubleheader opening day. So all of these teams will have to put it all out there while also understanding that they've got another game coming up later today.
card has been shown to 10-15 FC's number 19, Tommy Robinson.
The first yellow card of the game. Tommy Robinson picks that one up. Robinson also has had a couple good looks in the attack as Asenjo all the way up the field to the feet of Rossi. Giuseppe Rossi trying to work through a few teal jerseys. Knocked away. 10-15 wins it back. And the pressure has been relentless from Grinnell. He scored the opening goal, and he has just been a bear in the counter press so far. Villarreal once again showing the balance of this roster. A ton of experience with some really young players to bring some energy. A little bit of verve to this team. As you see, Isaac Warren, part of the Villarreal Academy down in Fort Worth, on the field now. Warren now gets it back for his team. Imagine being a young high school player in the U.S. playing alongside Europa League winners and Spanish and Argentine internationals. It is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for these young players as you see a number of foreign teams start to expand their academy presences here in the United States. You even have the Argentine FA building a facility in Florida to expand their presence in the U.S. TST, a great collection of all of the different soccer from all the corners of the world. You have teams coming from Southeast Asia, from across South America and Central America, from across Europe as well. 10-15 showing. You can see the spacing they've worked on coming into this tournament. The way they continue to reset the point of attack, the rotations off the ball to find that next pass, but the finish still lacking for this group. Anyo now recycles the ball. Rossi trying to play that one with the outside of the foot up the line. Turned over, and now he and Moran will come off the field. Villarreal in a tough spot right now, trying to make their substitutions, their space. Dayerson cuts inside. Can't link up on the pass, though. So at the end of this half, we will enter target score time. Right now, we would set that at 4. First two, that fourth goal would win. It would mean next goal wins for Villarreal, and it would be a mountain to climb, but not an impossible one for 10-15. Both these teams with some players returning from last year who have lived through it before, but both with some new players who have never experienced it. A ton of experience in the back for this Villarreal team, but you cannot put your foot on the ball and waste out the clock in this game, so they'll want to continue to push forward and create their chances. All work so far out of the pressure. Acosta cuts it back. All the way back to Musacchio. Alan Acosta coming from the Pumas Academy. A number of Pumas Academy players in this tournament across the teams. A lot of players who play now in MASL or have played futsal or Kings League for Mexico or for some of the biggest clubs in Mexico. Musacchio lays it back. Light pressure coming here from Ivan Munaze Bengono, one of the returning players for this 10-15 team. Now he gets possession back. Jesse Rivera, nothing he could do about the goals that were scored. All of them really balls that got knocked down and slotted in at the far post while he was trying to block shots.
If you're just joining us here on field,
the unfortunate nature of the position, the goalkeeper, you don't control everything that happens.
By a score of 3-0. Don't forget about target score time. Every match here at TST ends on a walk-off goal.
10-15 looking to recycle a couple of players. They turn it over, though, in the confusion. Zach Lloyd, the founder of 10-15, the ministry, created this soccer team. One of the legends for FC Dallas in his career. Played for the U.S. men's national team as well. Helped lead Dallas at one point to an MLS Cup final, as well as a U.S. Open Cup victory and a Supporters Shield This one slipped through down the left side for Villarreal. One back, and 10-15 not able to go quickly in transition. It's one of the opportunities in this small-sided game. Can you take advantage when the game opens up a little? It was a beautiful long ball there. At the back, not a ton of space to hit a ball like that, and Savage showing his quality. The line now for Omar Beltran. And a collision off the ball here. The referee now will take a look. And Villarreal claims coming from the bench, they felt like they saw something. Beltran coming across the field. And he does lash out a little bit as Anyo puts some hands on him, and Beltran might be lucky to not have seen a card on that one. And we continue to play here. Just the two referees on each game, and one of them has to manage the substitutions. One of the rules here at TST is no screening of the goalkeeper. So if you are in the box as an attacking player without possession, you have to continually move out of the middle of the box. You cannot, like a hockey player, just screen the keeper and hope that something happens. And a yellow card shown off the back of it for complaining to the referee to Jesus Bebo Perez.
A yellow card shown to 10-15 FC's number 8, Jesus Perez.
So you can see a little bit of the frustration in this 10-15 group. They were so fluid in the first half, couldn't take advantage. Now Ocampo breaking in. Ocampo cuts it back, surrounded by yellow shirts, lays it off. Surrounding defenders now trying to panic to get back into the play. Villarreal wins it back. Ocampo with the strike, and he can't wrap his foot around it. 10-15, changing the tempo a little bit here. Getting to work a bit in transition. Unfortunate maybe not to be able to see that first goal go into the back of the net. For this team, it might just take whatever it is, a messy goal, whatever, to get across the line to maybe bring back some of that belief as this cross handled well. 10-15. If they do lose this game, will be kicking themselves for the chances they left on the table. Villarreal goes long out to start. It bounces over the top, and what a play there off his line for this 10-15 team, Jesse Rivera. Nothing he could do about the 3 goals, but he makes a big save there to keep his team in it. Acosta played over the top there, trying to take advantage all alone, up high. Robinson stepping into the attack. His shot is blocked, deflected around, and it'll sneak out. 10-15 will keep the ball and now can restart things. Rene Garcia, who had a goal last year here at TST, trying to pull the strings from the top. The overlapping run and the cross well high and all the way through the box, or through the box and out the other side. Now you get to see the wholesale changes for these teams. For both these sides, as I said, they play again later today. 10-15's at 5 p.m. and Villarreal plays at 5:30. We will know a lot about what Group G looks like by this evening. 3 points could be enough by itself to get through. The tiebreaker is head-to-head action, so if you off the foot of Perez. No matter what, every game at TST ends on a score. The winner will get the Adidas Golden Fleece awarded to the world can say they have.
My check.
As Rivera now stepping into the attack. He plays in MASF TST, including last year's winners from La Bombonera. Stayerson attack. We have Wrexham Red Dragons on the men's side stepping on the field behind us. Competition, the Reggae Rovers, one of the best teams last year. A combination of some of the most experienced players in the Caribbean. Full internationals leading 3-0 against Dark Horse United. Pumas de Alabama right now leading Sayward 1-0. And the other game in this group, West Ham against Brown Ballers at the same time as our game. About 3 group stage games here are going to be tight with the way 10-15 has outplayed Villarreal but is trailing here. I think just shows you. Robinson there off the first save. Had the volley. He hit it cleanly. He hit it on frame. And the goal. 10-15 have at least played at their tempo. They haven't been panicked even with the deficit. They know with target score across the top of the box turned over. And Rivera scrambling to get back in goal. There was a chance there for Moran if he wanted on all day here. Our final kickoff starts at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. It is a feast of the beautiful game. Turning into pressure as it knocked away and for a restart to Villarreal. Villarreal with they have the lead to play from. Of course, they can't see out the game. Do have to score at least one more time. Senho flips this one over the top. Robinson over to recover. The goal scorer, Grinnell, with the strike. As we prepare to set our target score time and play from there for what is a guaranteed dramatic winner. Blocked by a defender. Still up in the air. Yellow jerseys scrambling defensively. A second shot saved. What a volley from Cantor. Another strike, another save. Villarreal being powered right now by Sergio Asenjo, the all-time leader in appearances in Villarreal history, strapping on the jersey one more time. It over from Rivera. Little goalkeeper on goalkeeper action there. What a performance in this second half. A dramatic comeback from 10-15, but they have the time to do it as it won't run out on them. We enter target score time here in the opening game of Group G play from TSD.
The target score is set by adding 1.
All right, we are ready to kick off target score time here for the first time for Villarreal in 10-15 in their opening match of the 2025 TST. And a big change for Villarreal. Esteban Vasquez steps on the field in goal. U.S. Futsal National Team goalkeeper. And MASL is out as Zisco Nadal gets called for the foul. Immense for Villarreal in the second half. Made a number of saves to close the half to keep his team ahead 3-0. The target score is the field at the next stoppage. So we will go from 7v7 to 6v6. And if necessary, all the way down to 2v2. Especially for 10-15. They dominated the first half. They had 3 or 4 huge opportunities they couldn't put in the goal. Villarreal was advantageous. And Villarreal got the opening goal from Granell, the second from Año, and the third from Fuster in that first half. A chance to wear the crest here one more time and represent their club in their region. Robinson switches it all the way over the field. It goes back now to Rivera. Rivera under. You see it maybe a little bit of frustration there. without anything really developing for him in the 2 position. Rene Garcia leading the press. Dallas native Moise Hernandez on the field against Wrexham, playing the representatives of Atletico Madrid behind us. That one locked in at 0-0. We've already these teams now, so we'll be down to 6v6 action. Reminder, this is Group G play at 5 p.m. Eastern time tonight to play in their second group stage game. Villarreal will do so against the West Ham team that in this group. 12 groups of 4 teams each. The top 2 teams go through from each group, winning in the round of 32 before losing in heartbreaking fashion to Concafa in the round of 16. Giuseppe Rossi coming across the field. 82 goals in his Village led to the goal. Now Vasquez in MASL play in Dallas. So they know each other very well, a chance to go toe-to-toe. And as players get pulled off the field, assist in possession, as we see Rivera do now. Omar Bell good so far. Now we have to see what it looks like with less players as Ocampo playing a little opening game here at TST. About 13 hours of soccer on tap for you here in day 1 as Rivera comes off his line and takes that one cleanly.
Every 3 minutes there are lapses in target score time. We take
Now, time is not of essence for necessity to score 4 unanswered goals for 10-15. We've got to start putting them in the back of the net at some point. We will enter into 5v5 action. Anything in that. Rivera now deep into the corner. Ocampo. His cross is done. 10-15 wins it back. Can they take advantage here of some transition? Game has been possession for 10-15, and we are now down to 5v5 play here on Field 5. 5 days. The women's group stage kicking off tomorrow. 48 teams on the men's side. As the fans have flooded in here early on this first day. Field. Laid off now for Rivera. 5v5 play. First team to 4 goals wins. Villarreal's 1 away. 10-15. A longer haul to get there, but they've created enough chances to score that many goals so far in this game. Down the line. Trying to create some space. His shot is deflected. Rivera steps forward, and a miscommunication almost led to a big mistake from Dayerson. As with Rivera that high up the field, any turnover, there's a chance for Villarreal to walk the winner into the net. Rivera cuts it back. And Ocampo have gotten on the end of most of the threats they've made. Rivera quickly recycles possession. Villarreal trying to keep their shape clean. Dayerson lays it off. Shooting chance maybe here. Beats 3 defenders. Cut back across the box. The sliding tackle for Moise Hernandez. And it's a penalty. It was an open net at that point for Hernandez. Why not? He felt like he got it cleanly, but either way, it's the right move to make. And be the new star attacker, Dayerson Graterol, one of the stars in UPSL action. And these penalty kicks are not easy. They are from a long distance on a small goal like this. We've already seen 1 save today in the short action we have seen. It is really hard to score on the ground if the keeper picks the right way. You see the size of Vasquez in goal.
on the penalty kick by number 22, Dyerson Granados.
Goals away from a target score winner. And Villarreal have not been on the ball at all in this target score time, as they look to see this one out and try and get an opening 3 points in this group stage. Their Group G opener against Brown Ballers FC with a 3-1 target score win. It's one of the teams they'll be chasing. Villarreal kicks off